Thank you very much and welcome to Sportainment. We are making a date with you here in the next few hours as we come your way with Sportainment. I am your host Sadiq Abdul Lateef. I have my trusted acolyte here seated, and they will help me digest all the issues that will be coming your way this afternoon on Streamhouse TV, on YouTube, Streamhouse GH, on Facebook. We will give you the chance for you to come in to contribute your quota during the course of the program. But for now, here is the headlines that we have for you. In the meantime, Mesut Ozil could be left out in Arsenal's 25-man squad ahead of the 2020-2021 season, at least for the next half of the season. We have Klopp, who has labeled Everton as the top challenger for Liverpool in contention of the 2020-2021 league season. And when we come to the local staff, after 11 years of winning the Under-20 FIFA World Cup, we will look at, in general, is Ghana retrogressing or are we progressing in terms of our football? Lateef Anabila is having his medicals currently with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. We will look at how Lateef Anabila is going to contribute to the setup of Kumasi Asante Kotoko ahead of the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League season. And we have 27 days for the start or to the start of the Ghana Premier League season. We will look at how what the clubs are doing well at and what they are not doing well at. We have our Sportainment story. The most important segment of this sports show is the Sportainment stories. Today, we will be looking at Rafael Nadal. Everything you need to know about Rafael Nadal, his family, his earnings, whatever you need to know after winning his 13th Roland Garros in France over last week. And another story, we'll go over to Sani Salis, another pundit here in the house. He will come live on Zoom where he will contribute his quota on today's show. We are going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we will zoom straight into action.
You do know your favorite sports personalities on the pitch. But how well do you know them off the pitch? We bring you their stories, their lifestyle off the pitch.
We discuss the games as and when they happen. We discuss the fun parts of the game, hidden from the lens of the media that we never get to hear, and give an in-depth analysis as to how the things that happen.
We will come your way with everything sports, including the entertainment aspect of it. Expect nothing but the best of analysis from my guests on every Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Streamhouse GH on Facebook. Make dates with us. I am your host, Sadiq Abdul Lateef.
Human beings are like a rainbow of many colors, each unique in a way that reflects light. Beautiful works of art neatly arranged to color the sky. Together, it's a masterpiece. We are bringing you different shades of artists who are leaving their footprints in the sands of time, creating hope with their paint brushes, inciting peace with their melodies, and transforming hearts with their words. Let us get to know them, the inspiration behind why they do what they do. So catch us live on Streamhouse TV every Friday at 5 p.m. as we discover and review creativity right here in the Great Hub. I am Stay tuned.
Thank you very much and welcome back from that short commercial break. Before we present the stories that we have, you can send in your contribution at the comment section of our YouTube channel. Send in your comments, it will be read right here on the program, or you can send them through WhatsApp and text message line 020-2054-811. Again, 020-2054-811. 020-2054-811. Kindly send us your comments, your contributions on the show. They will be read to you live on the program. And straightly into the stories that we have, Arsenal have been taped to leave Mesut Ozil out of their 25-man Premier League squad, meaning the 2014 World Cup winner is likely to remain an outcast until January, at which point alteration can be made or he could leave the club, despite completely falling out of favor with manager Mikel Arteta in the closing stage of last season and not playing once during Project Restart or the club's victorious FA Cup run, largely the result of mysterious back injury. Ozil stayed put out of the summer. And in our next story, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has claimed he considered Everton to be the next proper challenger in the Premier League from the moment the three-time Champions League winner Ancelotti was appointed in December last year. Ancelotti could only guide Everton to 12th place in the Premier League in his first season in charge, but strong summer recruitment, which the 61-year-old Italian demanded to have a significant say in, has seen the toughest win all their 2020-2021 to top the table. Sergio Aguero has fully recovered from a knee injury and is available to play some capacity for Manchester City when they welcome Arsenal on Saturday. The Argentine was forced off with an injury on the stroke of halftime during City's Premier League clash with Burnley back in June and hasn't played since. His injury required surgery that same month, and although there were hopes he would return for the Champions League campaign in August, repeated setbacks have curtailed those plans. It looks likely Aguero may finally be available to play this weekend, timing that Pep Guardiola will be greatly thankful for giving the current injury situation with his squad ahead of Arsenal clash at Etihad tomorrow. And in our last story, before we bring you the fixtures for this week's Club League matches, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has brushed off reports that Paul Pogba's interest in Real Madrid is not something that he is interested in. United record £89 million signing have been persistently linked with a move to the Bernabeu, where his French compatriot Zinedine Zidane is in charge. Pogba has used the international break to flirt with the Spaniard before, whilst his agent Mino Raiola has also spoken openly of the players leaving Old Trafford. But Solskjaer seemed relaxed about the situation when he faced the media on Friday morning, safe in the knowledge that United are expected to trigger a 12-month extension in Pogba's contract before it expires at the end of the season. In quote, he says that Paul Pogba is our player. He is going to be here for another 2 years, and I'm sure he's focused on doing his best for us. We want to see the best for Paul Pogba, and I'm sure in the next couple of years we will get the best out of him. And that were quotes from Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And in some league fixtures that will be coming to you today, tomorrow, and on Sunday, we have this evening at 7 p.m. or 7:05 p.m. we have in the French League 1, Neymar will be taking on Paris Saint-Germain, and tomorrow we will be having Everton taking on Liverpool at the Toffees or at the Goodison Park at 11:30 a.m. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. we have Napoli versus Atalanta Bergamo, where at 1:30 p.m. we will be having Hoffenheim will be taking on Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga or the German Bundesliga. In the EPL at 2 p.m. we will be having Chelsea taking on Southampton at the Stamford Bridge, and at 4 p.m. we will be having the Derby della Madonnina, where Inter Milan will be taking on AC Milan at 4 p.m. at the Giuseppe Meazza Sports Stadium. At 4:30 we will be having Manchester City taking on Arsenal at the Etihad Sports Stadium, and at 4:32 in the Bundesliga we will be having Arminia Bielefeld taking on or inviting on UEFA Champions League winners FC Bayern Munich. These are the stories that we have for you this afternoon. Straightly we will zoom into the sport entertainment news, where Melo Ishmael will be coming your way with everything Rafael Nadal.
Thank you, boss.
Melu, welcome. Last week we missed you in the studios.
Yeah, I was part of the show.
Sure. You were part. You joined us through Zoom, and today we have you in the studios of Stream House. So, what do you have for us for entertainment?
Today we have Rafael Nadal. He's the
13th time.
Currently, just recently, he won the Roland Garros, the French Opening. Until your person share the lifestyle of the pitch, who is Rafael Nadal. Says 20 Grand Slams. Like, he's the king of the clay. What I say, and he of the clay, who is Rafael Nadal. Rafael Nadal, Uko Spinner will be a friend Maloka, and he's from that place. He's one of the few athletes in recent time. In the athletes Bianca Omunia Omufi baby Omufi. I say Yemfa and Chrome ha Ghana Obi Ohio I won't know Abia say be crew kitu ebimu when you sika no move akokro kese mu na like or was starting business or gin and about to start we seen it down
fine.
But Ofa Rafael Nadal, he's not that kind of an athlete. We share all the successful athletes or most baby and but Rafael Nadal, as we speak now, still lives in Mallorca with his family. And he's more or less like the indigenous guy, like Obia feeling, and that's why Oshe the Spanish for now are more holding in high prestige, like because somebody of his status, the people will be expecting for him to be staying in Madrid, but he's not in Madrid, he stays with Mallorca. I found out that at 34 years, 3rd of June in 1986, and he's 34 years now. So see, just last year, 2019, or Babaye a friend Zesca Maria Parello. Zesca Maria Parello no one Rafael Nadal dated close to 14 years. And no can anymore because 14 good years.
2019
yeah, 2019 no. But Obesha Zesca Parello or Juma or into banking. She's an insurance person like Juma insurance company now. Most often said Nadal bought games are around. That is before Obe Warren Nadal now. One time, Omubisan or Sinti the entire on time ban Nadal games near say on person didn't like Babiana or Caletana down because better than when your time a man tennis a Jumano. Now feel Nadal instead of that be concentrate on again. Now feel concentrate on the Sunti and often I on bad tennis games. No, now they end double deep into but says Omuare and Omunya or by Nadal you'll be up. They need Jane Kwalanho papa. Because of that, our foundation be a share in Kuala in terms of their school, and that's the Nadal Foundation. And one time they asked Nadal what is his greatest achievement, and as one of the best athletes we've seen on the tennis court, somebody will be expecting him to mention probably one of the girls, the slams he won. But Nadal said his greatest achievement is to have that foundation and just during the COVID time, you could see some Roger Federer, AABB to help the kids. And so aside the education support on they also try to train them or more interest in tennis, and they give them that appetite just to nature people to grow up to become the Rafael Nadals and the Roger Federers and the Djokovic. And see, I don't know, but Nadal Nadal one particular symbol, even though say Nike ambassador and Nike phone and a sponsor Nadal on one trademark. So Nadal bought tennis Ocean Atad or symbol be I say boo your boo mean who's like in say Oko Spain boo in say Oko Spain or more I am the red flag na abani ba now that was that symbol, but in a symbol, two lightning bolts, and that form that image of the bull. Now, the history or the reason behind that symbol represents strength, power, and the way he's aggressive on the pitch. In fact, the friend with the bull, the nickname, the close companions, a friend the bull. Aside that within the tennis arena, your friend is the king of the clay. His close companions, a friend in the book because instead of Nadal or was strong left hand pan or
very powerful.
Yeah, and
front, backhand, everything.
Yeah,
very, very powerful.
And exactly Oshe on the clay quarter. Yeah, he plays like a bull. He's so aggressive.
Very, very
the shots near powerful. and it's no fluke that because of the way he plays, no, he's able to dominate on the clay court. Even just the recent COVID, no, because of the way the system was and because of COVID conditions, no, people thought say, oh, this recent Roland Garros no winner was going to be difficult because the rains and the weather were no good. But look at the way he won. First set, Slav, second 6-1, like he just beat Djokovic so easily. And see, Nadal, that's why he has that symbol. It represents his persona. Now, Oshe Nadal, he's one of the few athletes that almost bought tennis now. They wear a wristwatch. Now the wristwatch now, it's one of his sponsors. Now wristwatch ni a wristwatch your friend is a company a friend Willis and a wristwatch man. And that wristwatch no ni din ankasa your friend Richard Mille wristwatch. Just a few. It's a limited edition. Just 50 of them. And
manipa 50.
Just 50 pen. The whole world. Wow. Just 50 pieces now around.
Rafael Nadal, they almost shared that Richard Willis wristwatch. No?
And his own is RM 2704 watch. RM 2704 watch. Wow. Now, that watch no, it's worth close to 1/1 million. So watch now about $1 million.
Pounds, euros,
dollars. That's
watch
the watch now bona or but it's a other athlete.
Watch
now. Recent Roland Garros pictures new roller. Say maybe then yes.
The Rafael Nadal $1 million.
In fact, the actual figure is $1.5 million.
$500,000
yeah. So I watch ne bono no. It's worth $1.5 million.
Pressure quad. Now wristwatch $1.5 million.
Funny there no.
See our viewers so they are listening to what you are saying. Just a common wristwatch, 1.5 pressure. You have to cough out close to $1.5 million. Pressure quad. We say Lipa 50. How do you get some to buy? You won't get
anything limited edition. Nah, my time. And see, that is how much that watch is worth. And it's a Swiss brand that almost sponsor Rafael Nadal. And see, Rafael Nadal, aside
Swiss brand.
Yeah. And the competitor say Roger Federer.
And then I'm that Swiss brand.
Yeah.
That now Swiss brand. No, are they also sponsoring Roger Federer or
no. Where it's a sponsorship there. I said you don't expect night into competition.
Conflict of interest.
No. So almost Roger so one day. What do you call king of the clay? So why equal on the record 2020? As I say,
but he's still not the greatest.
Well, you can make the argument that Roger has one more title. If you compare his title, Roger has one more title.
The greatest.
But in terms of Grand Slam, he's equaled it, and Grand Slam is the peak of tennis. Like
Grand Slam, no, there no Roger Rafael Nadal, need any clay, no.
Need any clay, no. But you see,
but if you look at Roger Federer, all the 4 Grand Slams.
No,
he's dominated all the 4 Grand Slams.
Because he's not dominated clay. The king of clay is Rafael Nadal.
But outside the clay,
yes.
When it comes to the US
but Open, he has also won. He's won all those. He's won those. Oh, Nadal has won those.
I'm not disputing that.
Exactly. Anti Grand Slam is Grand Slam. He's won whether on clay, on grass, on hazard. He's won it.
One thing is synonymous to Real Madrid fans. I say Madrid fans no do na
meba ho. I feel meba.
Roger Federer. You like Roger Federer.
No, you're Rafael Nadal.
Kasi yenu sani. Ono so about tennis Roger Federer and nyamon a lot of Madrid fans.
You mean Nadal? You're Nadal.
Nadal na America.
Yeah.
Madrid fans.
So ono oye Madridista.
Oye Madridista.
Oye social. Anna. It is rumor says Florentino Perez fiwa. No Baba next president. Obekaya Asensio in some sense Marco Asensio my local boy. enti Asensio signing ni na Nadal na ye bibia on not far from Fred Florentino Perez me who some young chabi or Maluka or a fantastic player and I need him to me you have to sign this chap
Madrid moti honum ni na mo de tennis star and a mo toto
say oye affiliated to the club and onye just any ordinary member you can be a social or two Obama presidency ni bi and see, it's just not no. He just that obey social. Remember, the bear president, you have to be social for close to over 30 years. Obey social in shed and chair. But it is believed that Senator Nadal Econo, Ceciano, Florentino Perez, Grumino, and Titamo Onube Fihono
to become the next president.
Nadal, be president. And what say next president Nadal, you can or a grand slam. By that time, maybe will do grand slam. They do 40. No, and then but me the very person me cousin Nadal a fan of movies movies one of the favorite his favorite movie The Gladiator and it just represent the kind of person he is. Gladiator no over Kaiser movie now okay guy no 300 Spartan on the Gladiator the favorite actors are he mentioned Denzel Washington and then this nice manner or acting movie, very popular guy. Denzel and I think Morgan Freeman, yeah.
And see, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. And see, those are the two favorite actors. Rafael Nadal really enjoy. So this is the bit, just a bit of a summary about Rafael Nadal. Yedeba
Entertainment.
Oh yeah, Nisi Kasem yeah. Forbes release every year. Forbes release list of richest athletes in the world. Nisi Kasem offer athlete they are on Shedam Ban he's ranked the 27th
20
so we check top 3 no
or on the bosses
top 3 no say Roger this year we two Messi
Roger Federer and shoulders above Rafael Nadal
say Roger what system ni match Roger what system ni match
any system how long you are
Roger a big boy.
It's about how influential you are to the game. The kind of endorsement.
Nobody is disputing say Roger a big guy. What I say, but a person. Nadal is caught up with him in terms of
Ishmael.
As
a tennis game, so 34, so only up and coming.
But still,
at least Monka said they are 1920s more.
Now,
he got Swatek 1920.
But still, at least Roger, our game chessing Nadal. You have to agree with that.
I understand.
And Roger a big boy. I still senior man what game Nadal so a senior man, but senior man your levels. So what I say, you ever say Roger, but in terms of Grand Slam, they were equal. That is the record. You can't dispute it. He's recorded a record.
So fixated.
Yes, he has equaled it.
He
has equaled it. And Roger himself even congratulated the guy. And Roger can say, I know this won't be. I hope this won't be the last of it. There will be many more coming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because Ishmael, for me, I do believe that these two tennis players, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, when they exit the scene, it's just like football. Ronaldo and Messi. It will take us about generations before we can get two tennis players who will dominate the scene like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal.
But
you can talk about
Djokovic,
Novak Djokovic. No so ya no abemu back
but no so pass no
no they are not convincing sir. Roblev mo they are not convincing sir. Diego Schwartzman mo they are not convincing sir. No makotiada no makotiada intime ankasa no. I just want to see Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. They should continue playing for like 10 years because
but age be catch you know tennis is a very take a lot of energy.
Now if you are talking of age and we force Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer to retire, who are we to enjoy in tennis again? Someone I may to send me say I'm much more of a tennis fan than football. So see Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal when they exit the scene, who am I to enjoy?
Okay, omo match now. They played close to 3 hours. Federer and Nadal. Exactly. It was a fantastic game. It was that game really got me to laugh tennis.
It me Melo for me. I do believe say Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal.
True.
Until see a benya obia what obet glimpses say the exit of Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer now to Novak Djokovic, age is catching him up.
Yeah.
So definitely it tells you that when Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer so who are we to enjoy? So ebeche just like football.
But Nadal worth $40 million.
$40 million.
$40 million. And he makes that's in addition to his close to Nadal then Sika saying, but you see he's from a humble place and see as a Sikana Kasan Bibia and focus, he just enjoys it. He just enjoys playing in tennis. And see where Kakrana or Rafael Nadal they bro they my tifo and
thank you very much. That was Ishmael Melo. That's how we call him, Melo. He prefers to be called Melo. So Sportainment news today was on Rafael Nadal, the 13th time Roland Garros winner. He just won his last triumph last week, and straight away we will not rest. Ishmael, weekend has already started.
Everton,
Club
Liverpool.
football returns after international break. For me particular, I don't like international break. So during international break, it's a club football bar. Then I become excited, and it starts from today. We have Neme versus PSG. Tomorrow we have Everton versus Liverpool.
The Merseyside
derby at Goodison. Very, very big game. And later tomorrow we will be having Inter Milan versus AC Milan, derby de la Madonnina. Your take?
Well, it's going to be a packed weekend because there are a lot of games coming up. And say be Champions League because of Covenant Champions League. Like usually, and both match day 1, they will go 2-week break. Then will come and play match day 2. But because of the way the calendar is scheduled, and they have to make sure that the calendar is synced well so that coming 2020 World Cup will be back. And know the World Cup will not be played like the usual summer. This time we play it winter, and so the calendar is packed. And the Champions League is just joining. And usually by this time we should have played the third match day 3 or match day 4 in the Champions League. But now we are starting match day 1. See, week match is near packed up from Wednesday about Champions League, and Tuesday and Wednesday there'll be crunchy matches, and so most of the big guys are playing their matches between Saturday and usual Saturday fixture a lot. But this particular fixture, the best.
Talking of those fixtures, Bayern Munich just played yesterday.
Yes, and they'll play on Sunday tomorrow. Yeah, they'll play tomorrow. So you can imagine they play right now. If you don't have the squad depth, because you have to play almost every 2-3 days. And you have to play with different people. You have to come up with different tactics. And see, like, and it's easy for the teams, especially. But also this particular fixture, this Merseyside derby, and 2 years ago, and it wouldn't have the talk like the attention, the needed attention, because at a point it became one way. Obian say Liverpool be winning, like everything wasn't a force to reckon with. They were not putting up. They were not making the Merseyside debut. Dynamics not changing because of the new players, Everton, and a new manager. He's a serial winner. He's won 3 Champions League. He's won the EPL. He's won the Italian Serie A before. He's won the French league. So he's won the Bundesliga. So far, the only league he couldn't win was the La Liga, but. There he went to gave Madrid what they expected most from him, and that is the La Decima. So he's a big manager. He's among the top 3 or top 5 managers in the world. And he's a winner, and clearly we can see his style on Everton. 4 wins out of 4, and we are saying that 4 wins. They started their season with Tottenham, and Jose Mourinho's side, which is playing very fantastic football, and see. Everton Ancelotti aye ejuma very well, and Jurgen Klopp, we all know Liverpool is a champion, almost ball good football, even though their last game before the international break, they had a very horrible game where they lost 7-2 to Aston Villa. but it doesn't take away the fact that they are champions and they want to make a comeback. And so they'll come in strongly with their 4-3-3 system. Most likely lineup no Ebeko say for Everton, Jordan Pickford, Ebeda. Then they'll have Yerry Mina, and then they have Michael Keane. Two fantastic partnerships within the course of the EPL. Because Yerry Mina is going back to that confidence. And my Barcelona etisika ekotono. Like Oba Barcelona, he didn't get much playing time, but under Ancelotti, we can see the Yerry Mina Barcelona coffee that amount of money, coffee free Colombia, Edeneba Barcelona, and he has a fantastic height. And it will be the height, is complementing Kane's calmness. I'm sure on lateral now they have Lucas Digne, but Lucas Digne picked a knock on international break, and see, I'm very skeptical about whether he will start the game or not. Then Simon Coman on their right. In their midfield they have Alan, they have Doucouré, and they have Andre Gomez. Fantastic player, Andre Gomez. These are quality players, about the top level football. Andre Gomez is playing for Barcelona, and Alan has played for Napoli, and this are Napoli side that competed under Sarri and under the same manager Ancelotti. Many Juventus were competing for the league, so Alan has had both that character, and he's a Brazilian. Doucouré experience with Watford. Last season, he's a fantastic player, workaholic,
break midfield.
He
very good.
I think that the only thing now, Doucouré and Messi, if you compare Doucouré and N'Golo Kante, is the fact that Doucouré is not a better ball carrier. But aside that, the workaholic nature that he gives,
mess up formations of opponents, break attacks.
Fantastic, very fantastic. And I like the way Ancelotti is setting his team up, because he knows that he has players up front that they won't provide a lot of defensive duty. The likes of James Rodriguez and Richarlison quite the Otimi for a deep ember, but somebody like James Rodriguez, he may go in for the tackle, but he's not a good interceptor, or he's not somebody who makes magic ball on him. So he's covered up with Doucouré and Alan. Alan, you're very good defensively, and Alan also can carry the ball. So if you have somebody like Andre Gomez in the middle and you have Alan complementing him, it means that Andre Gomez will have to shut off some defensive responsibility, and he can carry the ball forward easily for them. More pacey wingers. And you see, Ancelotti are setting the team up that on his right side of attack, in the midfield, they don't have somebody who runs a lot in the likes of Andre Gomez or carry the ball with speed. But then he has, in front of Andre Gomez, he has Richarlison, who has a lot of pace. That's what I say. And to Sabonico on the right, on the left side of the midfielder, and Richarlison can come in and help Andre Gomez on that side. As long as someone call attacker, Richarlison provide that pace on that flank. And see, that game no, Andrew Robertson, defense. Trent Alexander Obe face a lot of attacks. No games we saw him against Aston Villa when he had to face the likes of Aston Villa key player with this guy Grealish. We saw the way Arnold was exposed. Okay, so I'm really anticipating how Arnold is going to deal with Richarlison, the pace of Richarlison. Now there's going to be a top battle between Carl Lewis and then Van Dijk. Because now height and see ball also
player of the moment, Dominic Calvert.
He's on form, like Ancelotti said,
right?
Yeah, Ancelotti are transformed, like what changing the way the guy has to play. We saw Calvert-Lewin under the current boss of Barcelona, Ronald Koeman. We saw him under the recent boss of Fijo, and we've seen a new player. He's changed a guy. He's giving him money videos or better on Inzaghi. And I like one interview he made. He said that, listen, I had a player in Milan in the likes of Inzaghi, and most over 70% of his goals he scored was one touch finish. So just as a striker, you always have to be in the box, ready to finish, be a predator, and that's what he's made Calvert-Lewin. James Rodriguez, no, he doesn't, but more incisive passes or to me switching the wing, money call the wings, and it's going to be a tough battle. Liverpool with their usual line, their front three, Firmino, Salah, Sadio Mane. These are people we already know. So the game there is going to be a very dicey game. I want to see how Liverpool is going to bounce back. the game will most likely depend on the attacking transition of Everton against the defensive transition of Liverpool. I want to see how they will come back. One of the problems behind Liverpool is goalkeeping problem. Adrian enters Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker is able to sweep the back line of Liverpool very well, but Adrian need that confidence to do that. And to say, yeah, sure, Adrian. I'm wondering if Liverpool go on with their same high line. When it is so much now, Richarlison the bar. How will Adrian cope? Game so, in all, straight game now.
So far, Everton has shared 12 goals.
4 out of 4.
Liverpool has shared 11 goals.
Yeah.
So definitely, the prediction Ebeko said there will be goals in this game.
There will be goals in this game.
So who is winning the game?
The goals will be in this game. Straight game now. The least Everton could take out of this game is a draw.
So it's a win or a draw.
It's a win or a draw for Everton.
Okay.
It's a win or a draw.
AC Milan.
The Milan debut, no. I just want to focus on AC Milan. AC Milan kakra. AC Milan has played 3 games, and they've won all 3 games. They've kept clean sheets.
7 goals.
7 goals. 0 conceded. On the side of Inter Milan has conceded in every single match they played.
Conceded 6 goals.
6 goals.
Scored 10.
And they scored 6. So a more good attack, all right. But defensively, they have issues there. The back terrain, because of the fact that Skriniar is missing in his back terrain, he's having issues trying to come up with the best back terrain. Now, Ocho game against Lazio, they are, as usual, his wing back push a lot forward. But teams that has quick transition leave Inter Milan exposed several times. So almost both teams with quick transition, they leave Inter Milan exposed several times. And AC Milan has over on the last 3 games, if you watch AC Milan very well, you know that AC Milan has very quick transition. Especially says and you see says Latamboa, they don't play a lot of passes in the middle. They try to locate him directly, and then Ibrahimovic picks the ball, releases it to Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and the ball goes to the wings.
In most cases, too, they have a anti-Rebic in attack.
Exactly. And see, what's your AC Milan team now? I'm comparing the way AC Milan play as against the way Inter Milan plays, because Inter Milan will go in the game with his 3 backs. Okay, so with the pacey wingers that AC Milan has, because Rafael Leao, so or a very quick. With that person, and as Zlatan is coming back, so Zlatan will give them a hell of a time with their back line. We share the pacey wingers now. I feel that Inter Milan back line will be exposed, but so far for this particular game, I'm likely to favor AC Milan, going for a win or a draw for AC Milan.
A win or a draw for AC Milan?
Yes.
Hey, Inter Milan, no.
Yeah, I know, but you go Inter Milan
under Antonio Conte.
Yes.
Inter Milan and Antonio Conte, who were finalists in last season's Europa League against AC Milan. And now you are saying, say,
yes, you got AC Milan team
no has draw for AC Milan.
Yeah, AC Milan team has proved over the year.
Don't you also believe, say, the 3 wins are AC Milan Omeniano? They are relatively against, let's say, in quote, smaller teams.
No, they are not. You see, sometimes when we say
Inter Milan, they've already played Lazio, and Lazio too are one of the giants of recent late in the Serie A.
But AC Milan has gone close to over 30 games without losing. That's something we should know, because see, as you say, because bought smaller teams in Intina, AC Milan, Omunya like so easily. No, but AC Milan 2 years ago would have lost those games because Omabo, your friend said Spezia, and Omabo Bologna, Omabo Crotone. So these are sides that AC Milan would probably have lost or even have come out with a draw. But it's 3 wins out of 3, and it's no fluke, because these small teams sometimes are the people that put brakes on your momentum. But for them to pick up, at least go over 30 games without losing, it tells you that AC Milan is doing something right. And the likes of Kesse and Co is doing fantastic. Like Omobo game now, and you see AC Milan over the years is trying to do something. They are bringing in people, teams. Omoko Mario Makofa Brahim, there players are like Omo teams are Kesse now. Ebi Omunye Bibo Omo form. At least they are building a squad. Show Omo Latrawe, Tio Hernandez, fantastic guy. he provides them with so much pace. And so I'm going to see the battle between Tio Hernandez and Hakim Ziyech. Hakim, Ashraf Hakim. Two players are more a lot of pace. Two players are more play on my play with Real Madrid. They've proved that quality potentials. And see, we'll see a very nice game. The Milan derby is one game I don't want to miss for any reason, and I'm tipping AC Milan to at least come with a draw.
Thank you very much, Melo. But don't forget that Inter Milan, they've scored 10 goals in 3 games. Melo, 10 goals in 3 games.
AC Milan has scored 7 goals
in 3 games.
So
it is against an Inter Milan
and
side
they had to miss their
who are scoring, are always scoring.
But
Lukaku
the key thing is that they've gone 3 games without conceding. And in football, the likes of Ferguson will tell you your defense wins you titles.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Melo. If you leave Melo can talk, analyze, give you analysis of games, time in, time out. But we are working with time, so we are going for a short commercial break. When we return, we come straight to ours, the local league. 27 days to the start of the Ghana Premier League. What are the clubs doing right and what are they not doing right? What do you expect from them to add into their preparation towards the league? And 11 years after we won the World Under-20 FIFA World Cup in Egypt, in general, after 11 years, are we progressing in our football or we are retrogressing? We are going for a short commercial break. When we come, Melo is here. He will help me with all these salient questions.
You do know your favorite sports personalities on the pitch, but how well do you know them off the pitch? We bring you their stories, their lifestyle off the pitch.
We discuss the games as and when they happen. We discuss the fun parts of the game hidden from the lens of the media that we never get to hear, and give an in-depth analysis as to how the things that happen.
We will come your way with everything sports, including the entertainment aspect of it. Expect nothing but the best of analysis from my guests on every Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Streamhouse GH on Facebook. Make dates with us. I am your host, Sadiq Abdul Lateef.
Do you easily catch a code and then you find love? Do you have worries about whether you would ever find that special love you deserve and you see? Have you challenges of any sort about love and relationship matters? Join your love and relationship experts and myself, the Love Doctor, as we sit round the table of love to dissect the nitties and gritties of love. Right here, be it the good, the bad, and the ugly, live this and every Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. on Streamhouse TV, YouTube, and on Streamhouse GH, Facebook. The Love Life Show with the Lalom. It is what it is, and it is purely love.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. We are zooming straight into local stories that we have for you this afternoon. Like I was saying before the short commercial break, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Lateef Anabila is doing his medicals with Kumasi Asante Kotoko presently at the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital. We will be looking at how important Lateef Anabila will be for Kumasi Asante Kotoko ahead of the 2020-2021 season. And again, 11 years after Ghana won the Under-20 FIFA World Cup in Egypt. Is Ghana football progressing or retrogressing? And finally, 27 days before the start of the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League, what are the clubs doing well and what are they not doing well in terms of their preparation? But before I go to Melo, Keep on sending your text messages, your WhatsApp messages to 020-2054-811. 020-2054-811. Ishmael,
Boss,
these are the stories. Where
let's start with Anabile's story.
But before you come in, let us go and pick Sani.
Okay.
Sani must come in, give us his input into today's stories that we have.
Okay.
Sani. Hello, Sani. Good afternoon. Sani, can you hear me? Good afternoon. All right. We are not getting Sani Salis. All right, I think we have him on the line. Hello, Sani. Sani Salis, can you hear me? Sani, good afternoon. All right, we are not getting Sani Salis. I'm going to Melo. When we get Sani Salis, he will come in to give us his input on today's stories. Melo.
Lateef. Annabella is joining
Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Yes, he's having his medicals at the Konfalonto Teaching Hospital. And after the medicals, he will be signing his contractual details with Kumasi Asante Kotoko on Monday.
Okay.
And on Tuesday, he will join Kumasi Asante Kotoko camp in Koforidia. And before next weekend, he will join the team to Dubai to continue their pre-season training.
Fantastic plans by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Their management no Juma Papa. But there's this saying that to whom much is given,
much is expected.
And Coach Maso Kunodu almost say that Annabella Bano you be expecting more. The reason being that Tesiano Yamane Keke.
Yamano Keke. Hey, didn't hear me do
fantastic player. Emmanuel Keke. Ghana very good. Very good ball career. At least he provides you with some level of defensive duties. Exactly. Oshe they play now. He is able to link up very well, and I enjoy him so much. Like for me, you see, sometimes I think saying players no one momo the level of appreciation at the moment because the like of they can rise no ball. EPLs no. I think all those boys giving the opportunity and giving a consistent opportunity. You see, sometimes you can't say, oh, yeah, they need consistent play. You need to adapt. And see, I feel say these guys are very fantastic players. Like Oshom, the way they play. Someone like Keke, he's a very good player, very good career, very good passer of the ball. He's able to read a game very well in advanced position and in deep lying positions. Like he's one of the finest we have currently in our league. And then Sunday and Abekam. But my worry is that you have KK. You are going in for Nabila, who is not so much different from KK. Okay? Now, right now, so most Sansi, there is a probability say you go in for Justice Blade. Already you have midfielders in Kotoko. So your midfield will be packed. It's good set for squad depth, a good like a Bois and Martin, especially when the team is going to play the FA Cup, the Champions League and the league. And if you look at the fixtures of the league, they are very packed. So you need that squad depth. But you see, no one who say expectations will also come high because say fans new say also pay away and already I'm hearing that Omubabe signed another foreign player who's a striker. It's so no so Beckham. And I think by Monday or Tuesday, that guy might be in town or be completing it. So, also what become we should bear in mind that expectation is high. It's natural. And here, I think the Babeka Kotoko fans and they say, oh, I'm low expectation. No, you are buying big. You are buying the big players. It's like when Madrid the Galacticos. There is no way. So I thought Galacticos, you tell the people, say, oh, low I'm expectation. No, you are buying the best of the best. So expectation automatically will sing with that. If you are buying the best, expectation will increase. And so Kotoko must understand. And I'm even surprised, say, a team I can say, oh, you shouldn't buy a lot. So for how many players now Kotoko releasing? Just
did 3, I think 3, 4.
I don't matter.
And did 3, 4. So 3 in,
3 out. And Tien show. Tima did nana de embargo to so. So imagine say Katon embargo
I'm told say embargo no new management no and as a board of directors no more kosre menshia.
Yes.
Emma menshia uplifted those embargoes, so they are now free to buy as much as
no,
they
but
can.
you see, at least for that embargo to come in, it tells you that there was something that was happening that we wanted to curtail. And see, if you went to even beg and I say, oh, Coxray, now you're saying, okay, you can buy, you should be moderate with what you are buying.
Our Kumasi Asante Kotoko not be moderate.
No, if you have a squad list of close to 35 to 40 players, and you need to prune down your squad list, okay? Now after you take 4 goals, 4 comes in.
We've done nothing.
It's like maintaining the same squad list, which was an issue we are trying to, rectify. And see, just imagine if that thing had not even come out. I'm sure by this time come out to bet 7-8, and you are saying for goal. So see, almost close to 3 or 4 about the foreigners will come in, about 2 foreigners will join. That will make it about 6. So what's the difference now?
Kumasi Asante Kotoko Ishmael past years so Kumasi Asante Kotoko less than 6 and less than or equals to 6 normal.
It shouldn't be normal.
Oh, there be a season or transfer 13, 14 players a season.
And then that is something we wanted to put
5, 6 players.
That is something we wanted to put a stop to it.
That's why they have Nanaya Wamponsa.
And that is why the embargo came in.
And Nanaya Wamponsa say or more 4-8-8-4. 4 goalkeepers, 8 defenders, 8 midfielders. But
he came to meet the squad, so if you are bringing in, you must let them go.
Oh, but it's Okaya Ishmael. He's having, let me say, Kumasi Asante Kotoko having issues with some players. The reason is that Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Ponsa, they want to maintain a reasonable squad with the club. So they are making away. They are doing away with some players. If you remember, recently Kingsley Efa. Yesterday, player Kelvin Matiwando, he took his case to PFAG. If you remember, PFAG had the release by NBBN choice because of issues Sakotoko and Kelvin Matiwando have. So it tells you, say, in as much as Kumasi Asante Kotoko are also buying. Strategically, now they are taking away or they are making do.
You and I have done them. Yeah, math no. How many out? How many in? And already you came to meet a squad list that is huge. And ideally, in terms of finance, you may want to cut it down. So if you are taking the same number out and bringing the same number in, we have done nothing. It's the same squad list.
It is also very clear, say, even the squad that Kotoko are having present. Some of the players will leave. A player like Augustine Sifa. Augustine Sefa has less than 2 months in his contract. So it tells you that Augustine Sefa is not a player that Kumasi Asante Kotoko are planning to make do with him this season.
Okay.
A player like Abbas Mohammed.
Okay.
Abbas Mohammed too is a non-entity presently.
But as we speak now, they are Kotoko players. They could renew
and
anytime.
Even Godfrey de Siama, reports came yesterday that Kumasi Asante Kotoko, when LATEEF and Abila, it means that Godfrey de Siama, one of Kotoko's midfield, should leave, and it's likely to be a Siama.
LATEEF, what we are saying is that as and now, they are Kotoko players.
Exactly.
They, like you say, they are likely to leave. They are likely to renew. Anything can change.
It's possible.
They are likely to renew. Play 1 year extension for us. So those kind of dynamics comes into play. Okay. So my worry is that we should be prudent with our signing. And you see, in as much as we are signing, what I'm saying that yes, signing more, no, we should also understand that the more we sign, the expectation will increase, and it's natural. And to look at Kotoko fans, Masai Anabila, Masai Keke, like Justice Bleba, Makto 2 foreign strikers, Nakacha Kotoko say Onji Liga. You will not understand. Okay, James Kotoko shouldn't make it to the group stages of the Champions League. Nobody would understand because you have spent big.
That's the level of Kumasi Asante.
And that's the level of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Okay, so now yeah, can say to whom much is given, much expected, and must must set up. He must be ready to deliver because they are giving to him. He says he wants it, and they are giving it to him. Let's move on to under 20. 11 years from now, I remember that game very well.
October 2009.
2009, I'm with SS.
Now we're SS.
That time no. I'm with SS.
I think SS1 or so.
So much no. Now. Yeah, bobo match in me kaipa me share no school dining hall. In fact, that match one of the memorable moments.
Me ask me boku, me kaipa that day of the me boku. Me boku me vie me share ball.
Yes, ne be mbi nya ka be kofie so. Udu fie na papa say match it na aba dia la. Ti ye mbi at na school share. But that match, one match I managed as a Ghanaian, as a young chap. Now, as a young chap who liked football, no, I wasn't really following the junior leagues or the junior tournament. But that particular tournament is what caught my attention to follow the under 17s and under 20s and all those national teams I were. Now, obviously, yes, squadless, no. In fact. No,
but Melo, we are still trying to push to get Sani.
Okay.
The network is having some.
We are having some challenges
with the network.
Okay.
When we get Sani Salis, at least we will give him at least some 2-3 minutes for him to contribute to today's show. So
yeah, my boss will be that too. Yes, goalkeeper. Daniel AJ, fantastic tournament. For me, he's one of he's among our best 3 players for that tournament. AJ came in big for us, Ghana. Even in the finals, he came in so big for us. Look at the number of saves he pulled. When we were 1 man down, he pulled quite a number of saves, and he got us through to the penalties. And eventually, we won the penalties. So Daniel AJ was one of the best one of the fantastic players we had at that time. Also the likes of the DRU, Samuel Inkum, Jonathan Mensah, Ajiman Bedu. These are quality.
So like if you look at these squads that you are mentioning, why are we not getting similar qualities presently in our football? Are we retrogressing? Is Ghana football retrogressing since 2009, or there is some bit of progression?
You see, at that time we did what was good. You see, that time you move under 17s, no, we graduated them to the under 20. And in football, you see, they become a national team, no, and it's a club football. And you see, club football cohesion is key. Understanding each other is key. Then finally say me no Gina Park, so you bought Archer for several years. I know say me play away ball me to this distance, me to ball toward this distance out. Gara me na ball on to me pass a ball. Ebe no ma good pass o, but minimum qualities I say minimum pace like unu obi bobo and unu obi bobo cha unim ball beti mafa distance yeah uni ball dey me the ball na to ha na obeti makofa ball no and aga we me ball me the man na ball dey go between into me movie. So you get to understand these are the things that comes into play when we talk about cohesion, understanding each other, knowing the kind of person you are or only need Juma on the pitch. And these are players are not my bomb who kakra. So we brought in the likes of the DIU and others to come and complement them. And so the team understood each other. But then our national teams, the under 17s and under 20 and under 23, all the way to the Black Stars. Obi bo one tournament we yes we nya dey o abroche or call US or call Thailand or call these other countries or be call or call yeah friend number almost or call onya playing time and not ni play no ni development I be stagnant I face yeah friend number yeah progressing and somebody like Tony Cruz had to play the under 17 under 19 under 20 under 23 even when he went to Bayern Munich they let him play their youth side. So this is a guy that has gone through this thing. And when Tony Cruz play, you can see that this is a typical German trained footballer. So efficient, so effective. And that is what our system is lacking. Players no and about tournament about under 17 na ochina on next time me yen friend nko enti obeko wan ni ti ye no onya baby ra na fe your friend is on the national team. Or national team, he doesn't really have that connection with the current national team. So it will take him a tournament or two before he gets that. He's able to cement his play in the national team. Then Thomas Partey, when Thomas Partey came to the national team, you could see that he's a fantastic player, but it took a while for him to feel so connected with the other players. He had to play with them on several occasions. They said Thomas Partey in a patient, you could feel that leadership like role, like, or a comfortable. You can see that, oh, he's exuberant on the pitch, and those things you build it because you have been with the national team, or you've rised up through the national system with some people, and that is something we are missing with. We've not taken care of our coast football. Ye Jano Amobia anti ye players ye better abofunu England for Ghana me and say, oh, if you find Tariq Lamptey England for kono ni prayer one ni na kasanu aba. These guys don't get time to settle within our system. Look at Jeffrey Klopp. Klopp had time, and up to now Jeffrey Klopp had never settled within our national team, and so it's hard that we pay attention to these young ones or more back up. At least we should have, and I'm happy that we brought in a German trained director for the FA, and I'm hoping for him to bring something newer. We will see, say, something is changing within a Ghana football cycle. So now going forward, we can produce the best for the national team. Now on the player on the teams now, preparation for the local league.
Before you come to that last topic, let me read some messages
okay.
here, right? I have some messages on my WhatsApp, and this is coming from Mumin Abuabu number 1, Mejema, and he says that it will be unfair for Mikel Arteta to put out Ozil's name in the squad. We need him and Partey to at least make it to the top 4 to make it to the top 4 finish in the 2020-21 season. This is from Mumin Abu Mejema. Please, next time when you are sending your messages, go over it and make your sentence very simple and short, accurate, so that we can read for everybody's understanding. And this one is coming from Osei Kwame Etim. He says, Anabila is a good addition to us as we face Africa. Maswell Kunedu has a lot to do, but so far so good for Nanaya Amponsa. This is from Osei Kwame from Etim. And Melo, let's finish 27 days.
27 days
for the start of the Ghana Premier League.
Less than a month.
Less than a month.
Approximately 3
Accra,
weeks.
Suffolk, Asante Kotoko, Kimfesal, Ashanti Gold. Are you okay? Are you convinced with their preparation?
Well, so far they've started training, and there's not much that we have seen from, especially as fans and as followers of the game. We so much from them, because recently in a month they've trained, so it will take quite a while. They have to build their fitness level, get themselves in shape before do some tactical work before they try friendlies and all those things. Yeah, transfer so far they are making moves. Though has issues with Razak signing, like there's hiccup, but at least before the end of the recent league cancel, has made some new signings. So these are more or less like new signings for the team, and Odim has already said to Obeji League,
Yeah, Melo, we are trying to connect with Sani. I'm sure the producers are working fervently to get Sani on the line.
Show.
So when we get Sani, we will definitely take Sani before we wrap up the show.
Yeah.
So continue.
So you can see, Adriana started training. Hasofuka started training. Brecum Chelsea, yes, I think Brecum Chelsea started training. And see, these are the few players, teams that started training. And some are doing. I like the idea of camping. You move away from your normal territory so that the players can get a lot of concentration. They'll concentrate on the tactical works, the fitness, and all the. Because usually say, "Obi wa within the great say Kumasa Santiago to upon featuring or coffee." There's distraction, and now we know we are in the COVID time. See, we have to take certain health measures. When you camp them, you have much control over what they do and what they don't do, and it's key. It also gives them the concentration, especially when you want to do tactical work. And see, so far so good for them. Their signings, they can't shut down but at least they are making 1 or 2 purchases for themselves. It will make the league competitive. My only worry is that, you see, say you share approach preseason. That's the time they try to engage the fans more to build up their euphoria for the upcoming season. Okay, and building up euphoria for upcoming season, it shouldn't just because my signing player and my own belly. No, there are so many things you can do, like fans interactions. Maybe because of COVID, but now you can go out, you wear your nose masks, do what is right, go and interact with fans na has of folk and maybe no more try some short video be a players net or no my some sketch be omo discuss it, they talk about up the pitch. These are things that you do of the season, maybe a much training session 1 or 2 you put on your social media so that you build the fans euphoria to the upcoming season. You don't leave it for the FA to just do their bring their love campaign, because the FA will try to, but how the people, the fans follows the clubs.
We are connecting with Sani.
Okay.
He's on the line. Let's speak with Sani. Sani Salis. Sani Salis. Hello, Sani. Hello, Sani. I'm not. I can't hear Sani. I can't hear him.
I think the network is having an.
So Melo, if you can't connect, maybe we should do it some other time, because we've tried several times and we are not getting.
Unfortunately,
so
I'm sure Sani will make it up next week. So, like I was saying, the teams need to build the euphoria to the upcoming season. Okay, because area assigning you the new share way, but when you begin to build the euphoria, like Oma fans need feel say, hey, when we now the video apart yet training, now what your video book Felix Anani and we new sign is keke or to no more can you're already heightened until now you can sell your jerseys and all those things. And so that's what I'm looking for, that the clubs will do during this off season. Keep the fans like interactive, communicate with your fans and keep them updated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ishmael. He prefers to be called Melu. That is his analysis on the club's preparation ahead of the 2020-2021 season. I have a text message here from Yao Afre. He's connecting with me from Tech. Yes, Tech. He says that this is my first time watching you. Melo is a good analyst, and I expect Manchester City to win against Arsenal tomorrow to have a proper place in the league and have a proper chance of winning the 2020-2021 season. This is where we call it a wrap on today's program. I'm very sure you enjoyed the program today. Meet us next week as we will be having a full house and come your way with a fantastic edition of Sportainment. I've been your host, Sadiq Abdul Lateef. Today, I was with Ishmael. He prefers to be called Melu. Let's meet again next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.